Hello, everyone. It's 12:58 p.m. Um, well, I forgot to mention it yesterday, but lately there's been this thing where um, I first noticed it Sunday. So um, I don't know if they hit directed energy weapons or something, or if they mind control the dogs to bark all night. So last night, well, it was after 2 o'clock in the morning. This morning and yesterday morning, um, the trains usually would pass by all night and honk all night, and you would think it's like an 18-month-old baby playing with honking the horn, or maybe a 2-year-old playing with or honking the horn, or maybe a dog or something like that. So for the past couple of nights, like in the middle of the night, I think I haven't heard much horn honking from the trains, but but earlier this morning or last night and the night before, the yesterday morning, this morning, whatever you want to say, because after 2 o'clock in the morning, if I try to go to bed at 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning, I hear no train horns honking until after I tuck myself in and try to close my eyes and go to sleep, which will keep me up all night. So they, you know, they didn't do much horn honking with the train. So they had the past couple of nights they had the dogs, more than one dog barking. So even at 2 o'clock early this morning, I tried to go to bed after my video, and I finished uploading and everything, and then at I went to bed at like 1:45 in the morning, and I was freezing cold. I was extremely cold. So um so I tried to close my eyes and go to sleep, and I could not sleep because dogs, these dogs, it was like maybe at least 20 minutes, 20 or 30 minutes, it was completely quiet, completely and totally quiet. So as I start to drift off to sleep, dogs barking close enough that they sound close enough that they sound almost like they're as if they're right up on my doorstep. But so 2 nights in a row dealing with dogs. I mean, of course, I don't think a dog knows to hurt somebody. That's why I feel like they must have hit the dogs with directed energy weapons to make them. I don't know what the hell is going on. They hit the doggone dogs. Excuse me. Hit the dogs with the directed energy weapons and make them bark all night long, so bad that I had to put my earbuds in, and they were still barking, and I still heard them after I put my earbuds in. So I figure I'm not gonna I figured that I'm not gonna turn these up higher because then it would hurt my ears. But the dog barking was hurting my ears. But so I was cold. So it took a while for me to finally fall asleep. And I woke up, I don't remember what time it was, sometime in the middle of the night, and had to use the bathroom. It was still dark, I think. And then I went back to sleep, and this morning, and I think it was Sunday morning, and this morning it was storming. Remember yesterday I told y'all, it looked like it's about to rain. But I didn't know of them having like a rain in the forecast. So this morning it was storming so bad. I don't think the electricity, it doesn't look like the electricity went out. But it was storming so bad and so violently that I couldn't sleep that much. But then I finally, I guess, got some more sleep and had some intense, vivid dreams that I now don't remember. And then I woke up at 11 o'clock. So I woke up at 11 o'clock this morning, and it wasn't until after noon or something that I finally ate so-called breakfast. So that the almond butter sandwich, it wasn't supposed to be sloppy and messy like that. But some of it had melted, and it overflowed. And I was trying to hurry up because everything was still fresh and hot. And so I used the I try to put approximately 1 tablespoon each of the almond butter, and also after I took it out, then I put the honey on there and then put the sandwich on top. But of course, I lapped it up, like spread the waffle on top the leftover honey and almond butter, and ate it. So if the few items from Dollar General that's healthy is good and smart. So these are the few, and even the bagged fruit, the bagged berries in the freezer section, they also say good and smart. So the almond butter didn't seem like it was too expensive. I don't remember how much it costed, but it would have been nice with an ice cold glass of milk. But I was gonna have some pineapples, but I had just some applesauce. Another day of applesauce. So since I ate breakfast so late, I guess I have burgers, like cheeseburgers for dinner. I guess I'll have cheeseburgers for dinner. I don't have to go to Dairy Queen. I got cheeseburgers. Well, I gotta make the burgers, I guess my plan would be to they said, the instructions said to broil it. I don't broil meat or food or whatever. I just put it on bake. But the instructions say to broil it. So I guess I'll broil it. And so, you know, I wonder what would happen if I did put it on bake. So I guess, however, just make the burgers in the toaster oven, and that'll be dinner. I don't know if I have some burgers and maybe snack or dessert on the side, but I'm somewhat almost out of my Amazing Grass green supplement. And me being at the location that I'm at, I heard that there was this place that I can go get it at, but it's in Victoria. So I don't know if I can make it over there, but I'd be damned if I gotta wait go somewhere and just to get one item and then have to wait 2 hours or more for the transportation. So I don't know if I should just get it online. I don't know. But if I should just get it online and have it shipped here. But I'm gonna try to stretch what I have. I don't take it every single day, but a lot of times I would take it every single day. So I'm not quite almost out of it, but maybe 4 or 5 more uses, maybe it might be gone. Probably 6. I'd be lucky if 6 or 7. So but yeah. So the almond butter and honey waffle sandwich, it tasted good. So on TikTok they had this narcissistic control freak fake T.I. perp that was trying to make narcissistic controlling comments on my videos in a way that had me tempted to block him, but I had patience. But I didn't feel comfortable with following him because he put all caps God, like the God in like D, like capitalized D underscore. Capitalized D, lowercase a, and then all caps God, and then lowercase in, and then all caps ME. So the motherfucker's name is Landers King or something like that. So I don't remember when he started following me. I guess he's been following me for a couple of days or a few days or something. And so yesterday he followed me and said, follow me back. Was it yesterday or the day before that? He said, follow me back. We all need to stick together. And then he was like making narcissistic controlling comments, like treating me like I'm slow and don't have common sense, on just about all my videos. Well, not all of them, but on numerous videos, And so then this morning he got hateful and unfollowed me. So I blocked him, and I'm like, you motherfucker. So last night he was commenting all over my doggone videos, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're not the only one that I've seen that talk about that you get one headlight." And just, smart ass kind of comments. But then he tried to talk about suggesting I pray to the Lord in Jesus' name or whatever. He in lowercase Lord and Jesus and stuff like that, but capitalized God in his fake username. I'm like, that sounds kind of blasphemous, but he had a nice bit of videos. I never really watched them, but I didn't get the chance to, and he got like a private account. So he sit there and telling me to pray and all that, and saying that TIs need to stick together. But he tried to act like as if he's worldly and ghetto himself. So it's like, what did I do to deserve for you to get hateful, get frustrated, and unfollow me? You sitting there commenting so many of my doggone videos. So, trying to order me around and tell me what to do and how to handle the gang stalkers when, you don't even have any footage yourself. So, and he looked like he was biracial or something like that. But it's like I saw him comment on another person's channel talking about basically trying to insinuate that targeted individuals that document all their targeting. He's basically trying to say that they're just trying to get attention. So that sounds like something a fake T.I. perp would say. And a narcissistic, fake Christian T.I. perp. I can't believe these kind of people exist. Talking about that targeted individuals who document everything, or that we document all out. Me personally, I can't even catch everything that the gang stalkers do. But he basically trying to say that targeted individuals who document everything, that they're just trying to seek attention. So that's a narc statement right there. So why insert yourself into the TI community and you're not targeted? If you have that opinion, don't watch our fucking videos then. But if you a perp trying to see what you can use against the target and try to weaponize a way to try to destroy us and get us taken down. So I'm glad I kind of held off a little bit after I ate, and then to come do this video, because if I was gonna do a video straight when I woke up, but then he did all that bullshit after I woke up and everything like that. So I haven't developed like a so-called close relationship or a close bond with him, but I guess it's easier to ride it off and just let it go. But I mean, otherwise, if it's somebody I've been talking to for a long time, it definitely, of course, well, I mean, it does get underneath my skin, or upset me, but it's easier to heal from being upset about it, since I didn't have like a developed friendship or nothing with him. But yeah, he made me he needs to like go somewhere. And it's like, even on YouTube, if I would have people on YouTube with like maybe 1 or 2 subscribers and no content, and trying to tell me how to handle my targeting when you ain't got no doggone videos up, or trying to tell me what to do. And that Landers person looked like he was way younger than me, like as if he was in his early or mid-20s or something. got me all worked up and upset and everything. But well, I don't know what I said to for him to be offended. If I just said thank you, like, thanks for the support, or thanks for the advice, or thanks for the encouragement, whatever, thanks for the help or whatever. But um, I don't like these internet control freaks that just trying to dictate orders and tell you what to do. Now, they had this guy, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, it's older man though. He was DMing me on Twitter, and like he was DMing me on Twitter and trying to be bossy and controlling and trying to dish out orders, telling me what to do. Trying to say, you should follow this person, or you should write to this person about this, and you should say it like this, and you should do it like this. Like, no, I'm not doing none of that. So, I'm like, I don't know what's people's urge to want to be like hungry for power and control over other people. And then when they can't get with the control that they want out of you, then they'll unfollow or block you. Or they will smear and it's like, I figured that if he got a private account, he'll probably smear campaign. He probably made a fake video to smear campaign me or something like that. And of course you're a coward. Your freaking account is private. So and that's what they'll do: get hateful and block you on social media, and then smear campaign and make you out to look real like the craziest that crazy can ever get. Or to try to make you make it like as if the lies that they make about you is to make you sound really stupid. Or trying to make a big, huge clown out of you. And that's long lasting for years to be like, for you to be like emotionally abused, hurt, and you feeling this way 5 and 10 years later behind the way they treated you or what they said about you. The hurtful things that they've done. So, I mean, my left arm by my elbow, it hurts today. And I can feel my body being like having inflammation, not being able to eat totally the right foods and the healthy foods. So I guess at least today and tomorrow I'll have burgers. But I don't think the ground beef is lean. Let me see. It says 80% lean and 20% fat. Since I don't have that much space in my freezer, I would toast the buns. I mean, freeze some extra buns, but I don't have that much space in my freezer. So I ate so much beans and rice, I needed to give it a break. But I guess next time I have the beans and rice, it'll be beans and rice with chicken breasts. So, I have a short story. I have a short story in mind. And it's been a couple of weeks since I wrote a short story. I think it's been a couple of weeks. Oh, the last short story that I wrote was a short story with the depiction of kind of like a different spin on what we had to endure in foster care, like on Saturday morning cleaning up. And the foster mom said, "Get my house clean. I want my house clean." So I did a fiction short story about the foster mom. I mean, but I named her a different name and had the characters different, But the concept was, I guess, still the same with how the foster mom would act on a every Saturday morning for years, even as far back as when Wyatt and Mark were living with us. Before they became a certain age and left. And I was in my senior year in high school. The foster mom still on a Saturday morning, "Get my house clean. I want my house." Even after I turned 18, 19, 20 years old, the foster mom still, "Get my house clean. I want my house clean." But she looked down on us and, like as if we were beneath her. And she looked down on us like as if we were beneath her. And then, her big thing was, forcing us to wash dishes. So there was a point in time if we had a whole day to do the dishes, or other times we would have a whole week to do the dishes. So if rotating, but I remember, I think the biological brother Wyatt was punished by the foster mom, and I forgot what reason. So the foster mom made him wash dishes as a punishment for like a whole year or some shit like that. So I don't remember why though. But but it seemed like as if Wyatt was extra hated by the foster mom to the point where she was scapegoating him for everything. And then, he got put in the group home, and then the biological sister Belinda took him. And the foster mom, that evil bitch, she didn't even tell us. She did not even tell us. I heard from one of Wyatt's friends that used to call up, and he said something about that Wyatt. He said that he heard that Wyatt went to Wisconsin. And I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't heard nothing about that. I didn't even realize the biological sister Belinda was living in Wisconsin, and she came and got him. But she didn't come get all of us. She just got Wyatt. But we were younger, and the foster mom had us brainwashed. So, but Wyatt and Mark and them, they did. And Sean, too, they used to, tease us. Or, bully, harass, and laugh at us. But Mark was cruel and used to physically abuse and beat on us. Like cruel abuse. So it seemed like I was abused by multiple people: foster care, biological siblings, the fake IDMR cult, that Rube Dappermont lady from that fake IDMR cult. She put her hands on. I think she was more than just me. She put her hands on, and I don't remember if she whipped me, slapped me, punched me. I don't remember what she did to me, but I just remember being 8 years old, 8 or it could have been 9, and they had the fake cult Bible class recital or something like that. And I don't remember if she punched me, slapped me, hit me, whipped me, or something. I don't remember what she did to me, but it was so many years ago. But she hit other kids too. So the foster mom gave everybody the authority to put their hands on us. She would have let just anybody whip us or hit us or something. So so then let's see what else. So then after that, I was in ninth grade. The teacher, Miss Alexander, pinched me. I was in 11th grade. That Filipino teacher, Miss Mateo, pinched me. She's now deceased, I heard, but Miss Mateo pinched me. And I got falsely accused of lying and over-exaggerating when a woman, and God knows she pinched me. And I know she pinched me. And the students who eyewitnessed this knows that she pinched me. And the teacher, Miss Honore, got mad and got hateful and turned against me and started to act different, started to act like a perp because, she wants to go to bat for and defend her colleague, her fellow teacher. But yes, Miss Elena Mateo, the Filipino lady, that was my 11th grade homeroom teacher, she pinched me. And the 9th grade special ed math teacher, the abusive, narcissistic, fake teacher, Miss Alexander, pinched me too. And I guess you can say Miss Mateo was a narcissistic abuser. But I didn't know that Miss Mateo was in the Coast Guard. I didn't know she served in our American military. She had a strong doggone accent. You would have thought she just immigrated from the U.S., but she'd been in the Coast Guard and retained that strong Filipino accent for a long time. So, it look like it's about to get dark and rain again. So then, who else? All right, so I think the foster mom used to allow those fake Taekwondo people to discipline us or whip us or put their hands on us. And the same thing with the ladies at the nursery. They used to beat the dog shit out of us kids. All of us, except their top 4 favorite kids, but favorite girls. 4 of them got royalty special treatment at the nursery, at the daycare. So, yeah, they used to beat the dog shit out of us at the nursery. I don't even know if Miss Brown used to beat her own dog on kids the way she beat us. But Miss Paula, she's now deceased, but she was big and obese and had a heavy hand. So it didn't take much effort to slap us and then have us crying and hyperventilating the same way the foster dad, Al, who actually was a man, If you slap us or hit us or whip me with a belt and then have me, like that, like hyperventilating and sobbing and stuff, rather than just like the foster mom. Only one time she had me on. She used to try with all her might, and she used to just have us cry. But the foster dad, Al, and T. Paula from the nursery were the only 2 that would have you freaking hyperventilating. All the beatings that the foster brother Joe used to do, I still physically remember the pain. That it was a different kind of pain from when anybody else hurt us. But I don't even think Joe made us hyperventilate like that. Nobody can make you hyperventilate like T. Paula from the nursery and the foster dad, Al. But all those beatings and attempted murders that the foster brother Joe did to us. So, yeah, I don't remember Joe making me hyperventilate and sob hard, like that. But I do remember crying, but I don't remember, hyperventilating. But I'm still to this, I was washing dishes, at my place in Denton, Texas. And I just had like a PTSD flashback of the physical pain that I felt. Like as if I was actually living in the moment. I don't know where that came from. It came from out of nowhere when me just washing dishes. So, so all that, but I mean, yeah, I couldn't forget about the dog, all those beatings from the nursery. So let's see. I think just about everybody from the nursery put their hands on me except Miss Donna Anderson and that lady Miss Ivy. But Miss Ivy was meaner than everybody else and used to try to frighten, scare, and intimidate people. But Miss Donna was the only nice one that ain't never hurt my feelings. And I saw Miss Donna years later, and Miss Donna still ain't never been mean. I respect you much, Miss Donna. But we were terrified of T. Paul and Miss Michelle. I think I remember she used to whip me, but I don't remember too much. But Miss Diane, I think she used to whip me. But Miss Bridget was a bitch. Miss Bridget used to freaking whip. She used to whip me. You know, she used this is what happened. Okay, I was 5 going on 6, and I think I had already had eye surgery, and it was still May. It wasn't June yet. And it was the first day at the nursery, my first day ever seeing Miss Bridget. And she physically abused and beat on me and whipped me and put her hands on me. And I still, to this day, don't even know why she whipped me. And I was traumatized and terrified by that. I don't know why Miss Bridget put her hands on me. And that was my first time knowing of her existence. So I heard that, some years later, the foster cousin Whitney, I call her Shitney, and another name a name that y'all would call an offensive slur, but I'm gonna keep it nice today. But the fake foster cousin Shelby's sister Whitney, her daughter Sydney was going to the nursery, the daycare. Excuse me, and I heard Whitney gossiping and discussing, talking about, I guess somebody wanted to press charges on Miss Bridget because I heard she bit a child at the nursery. So I mean, it could be a whole video I could do of talking about all the nursery abuses that they did to us. But Miss Brown, well, I can't say the N word, but she used to beat us like street nerds, if you get what I mean, The way she would rough handle, abuse, and punch the shit out of us. Miss Brown, the owner of the daycare, I guess we thought she was the principal, and the other caretakers, we thought they were teachers. But Miss Brown was the owner of the daycare. And I don't know what happened, but there was a point in time when T. Paula was the van driver for a long time. But Miss Brown used to be her own. She would own the business plus, be the transportation driver. And then, I don't know why Miss Brown stopped doing that. But then I guess some of the other women took over. And by the time we were 7 or 8, I don't think Miss Brown was working there no more. I don't know if she retired or something. But, oh man. And they used to have this lady named Miss Ruth. I don't think Miss Ruth ever put her hands on us, but Miss Ruth used to cook in the kitchen. And Miss Ruth was always so mean. Old, tall, skinny lady. She used to live right down the street. But then a lot of the workers, they all lived right in the neighborhood and lived like right down the street from the nursery. in Gretna. I still, by heart, vividly remember where that daycare, the Learning Tree, where it was. And so then they changed it to the Hummingbird because they used to have a separate daycare called the Hummingbird, which was run by Miss Jennifer from the fake IDMR cult. And then Miss Jennifer, I guess they got rid of the Learning Tree, and the Hummingbird bought the Learning Tree property and expanded their daycare. So they had so many fake IDMR cult members that so many fake IDMR cult members who sent their children to Miss Jennifer's daycare, I guess for more cult mind control. So Miss Jennifer was kind of related to some of the members from the Learning Tree. It seems like everybody's freaking related, especially with the New Orleans Creoles. Like everybody knows somebody or everybody related to somebody. And the foster mom even claimed to be related to the nursery people, Miss Jennifer and her family from the fake IDMR cult. She even claimed to be related to the Masonic Smelly Crab family and all that too. Oh, they're another set of adults or people who used to put their hands on us. Like Mr. Freddie thought he had the authority to whip me. He put his hands on me when I was 4 or 5 years old. I'm like, why are you going to whip somebody you don't care about? You just want to be meddlesome. So all these ghetto narcissistic abusers, they want to try to narcissistically think they got the fake authority to put their hands on children who they don't care about. You don't care about seeing me raised right. You don't care about seeing me do better. You just want an opportunity to boss and control somebody who you don't care about, somebody who you don't like. You hated me from birth, and you oppressed me and abused me from birth, but you think you got the authority to try to discipline somebody just to make yourself look big. You don't care about my soul. You didn't care about nurturing me. You never did shit for me. When you never got me a birthday present, a Christmas present, even though we ain't supposed to be celebrating whatever, but you never got me a birthday present, Christmas present. You never rewarded me for doing good in school and all that. So but yeah, and let's not forget about the kindergarten teachers locking me up and me and my twin sister up in small janitorial closets. And then, first and second grade, the teachers used to beat the shit out of us. I think I recently talked about the abuses that happen in elementary school. The teachers rough handle and restrain you. Or like the first grade teacher, Mr. Randall, forced me to stand on my knees and kneel in the corner standing up, holding a whole bunch of teacher, like thick, fat teacher edition school textbooks. So that's like, I think it was yesterday I did a quick video talking about communal narcissists that get paid as well. So if you don't have patience or tolerance for special ed children, then why work in the education system with special ed kids and you don't have patience and you want to be abusive and cruel? Like you hate them, like you hate us special ed kids and want us off the earth. Or if you volunteer at homeless shelters, soup kitchens, and you just you look down on us like you think you're superior, or you volunteer to have a paid job at the mental hospital just for so you can have torture sessions and laugh at mental traumatized, PTSD mental patients that you re-traumatize them all over again. So you know, you ain't supposed to do that. I can go on. If you volunteer, if you have a paid job at the nursing home, but you think it's funny to stab patients with a cocktail, with the needle cocktail, and not just gently put it in. I'm talking about stab, like stabbing with a knife, and think the shit is funny. Or you tickle torture them while you're giving them a shower and ignorantly laugh and think it's funny. That's what ghetto narcissistic abusers do. Maybe people I guess I would have thought was ghetto narcissistic abusers. Some people would say that they're a sociopath or a narcopath. But I don't even know if that's I don't even know if people doing that it would be considered a straight up psychopath. But y'all call me crazy. So anyway, I don't know if I might do a few more small TikTok videos, but I'm thinking about for today. I don't know if I should try to take a nap and get me some more sleep. I don't know if I should take a nap and get me some more sleep. But I had chips yesterday. I should be eating Doritos and Frito chips and stuff, or junk stuff. But I don't have that much healthy options. So I don't know. I didn't. My refrigerator didn't have enough room for French fries, so I don't know if I'll have chips. Maybe, I don't know. I'll think about it. So if I have like 2 burgers and some chips, or 2 burgers and no chips. I don't know. It depends on how hungry I am. Maybe I'll try to start off with 2 burgers and no chips, and then if I had 2 burgers and no chips, and if I'm hungry, maybe get some chips. But I might just have like 2 burgers and some of those butter cookies that I bought and call it dinner and dessert. So but I think with the size of the burger patty and the size of the toaster oven, it looks like I can only cook 1 burger at a time. I don't know if I should just have 1 burger. Maybe if I should just have 1 burger instead of 2. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I don't know how big the burgers would be. If they're big, then maybe just 1. But I don't know. I don't know if I have 1 or 2 burgers. But I skipped lunch today. So I'm surprised that the almond butter waffle sandwich, well, I had 2 of them, and then I had some applesauce. I'm surprised. Maybe it was the almond butter that helped me, but I ate that and I was stuffed. I'm like, oh, I'm so stuffed. So I don't need no food for a while. But I like to write short stories and try to infuse them with talk about certain dinners or certain recipes or something. So I'm excited to write this other short story. And as I said, if I can try to earn a living, by writing the short stories and stuff like that, you know. So, so yeah, the foster mom, when we were little, when the foster dad, Al, was still alive. It was like sometime after the foster dad, Al, died, and after she got the BMW, that's when they said, um, the foster mom said that the state told her to stop whipping us. But she didn't, she stopped whipping us with a belt, but she would beat us like street moves. Street moves. Yeah. But I see a lot of other people say the N word, and they don't, their channel is okay. Their video is okay. But I can't say it. But, you know, but, but, oh man. I don't know what I can do to get this pain from my arm, and I don't know why my arm hurts. It's been hurting for weeks, ever since I got here. So, there was a point in time for years I would have pain in my right shoulder, but I haven't been feeling that pain really as often anymore. But I mean, so what time is it? 1:51 p.m. I don't know if it's gonna do some more raining. And I ain't lazy. I just don't feel like being perked. So the sky, the ground looks mostly dry already. It was a violent storm. It was a violent storm this morning. So bad. And I thought I heard hail too. But it was such a violent storm this morning that I thought that, wow, if there was a hurricane, if this house is so small, if there was a violent hurricane, it would be a miracle if this place stood strong or stood tall, but it was such a violent storm this morning and Sunday, but I think it was worse today. I think it was a big fat tornado. When I think they had hail, and but it didn't look like the electricity went out or anything. Because I was like, well, if I didn't have cereal and milk, I have cereal, but if I didn't have milk and there was no electricity, then if the electricity was out, maybe I could have had cereal and milk if I had milk, but I mean, shucks, maybe I would have had to had a just like a. Well, I have some bread, so maybe I could have had an almond butter sandwich with regular bread. If the electricity would have been out, and maybe some but applesauce that I had, but so I guess I'll go for now, and Yeah, I'm about to go and write the short story. I want to write like a homeless short story. I wanted to write a homeless short story with a recipe, like a breakfast casserole recipe infused in it. You know, so I hope it will come out. I mean, the concept, the idea I have in my head, I hope it would turn out good. But I'm trying to do this as a job, a side hustle or a job, and work. It's work. Me hiring myself to be my own boss and work and do something productive and write a short story. And y'all purpose don't have the authority or the right to say that it's not work. If all the other authors and stuff, if y'all praise them and y'all call it work because you don't like me, you think you have the authority to dictate that it's not work, and I deserve to be punished with not being allowed to make any money if anybody wanted to donate or support. So be on the lookout before today is out. Maybe before this evening. This afternoon I'm gonna work on a short story. Maybe, but I'm still kind of sleep deprived and kind of tired. I need more sleep. So I'm sleep deprived and tired. But I don't know if I'll get more sleep. But I would like to try to take a nap and then work on a short story. But if I can't take a nap, then I guess I'll just work on a short story. So I put my donation or tip information in the description box. With me trying to me trying to write some fiction stories, trying to earn a living. So I mean, how come it's okay for the gang stalkers to profit off of our pain and suffering that they themselves cause? But y'all think it's a crime for me to write short stories. So they use the dogs. They use the dogs to bark all night and keep me up to keep me asleep as a tactic, noise harassment tactic, or maybe noise campaign tactic to keep me sleep deprived. I mean, I could have fallen asleep earlier if it weren't for those doggone dogs. So thanks for listening to me. And y'all can look at the community's post of the short story before the evening is out. So thanks for listening, and I'll see y'all.